Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry, I had to kind of adjust some things on my phone. It was like not wanting to record more than 20 minutes, and that wasn't good. So now I'm going to work on shading this pink, and I'm going to use this color that I used on the lips, the fuchsia pink. Sorry about that. Have you ever noticed that sometimes when you get pencils, they do better after you've sharpened them versus when you haven't sharpened them yet? It's almost like they leave this like film or something on them. I'll do my best to complete this girl in the color and chat, but we'll see how far we get. Depends how much detail or effort I want to put on her. Something about this hat reminds me of a mushroom, like a mushroom top. I do really like the color pink. I can't wear the color pink, like I can't pull it off, but I do like the color pink. If you hear noise in the background, it's my teenage son. He's actually awake. It's actually nighttime in my house. My two littles are asleep. It's the only quiet time that I get in my house. I think that was part of the hat. Good thing I left that marker out well. Fix that. I was thinking it was a petal, but it doesn't round out at the end there. This hat is like a giant umbrella. Definitely a sun hat. If you like to garden, you probably own a giant sun hat. Where I live, I can't have a garden, but I know a lot of people do enjoy gardening, and they usually have a giant hat that they wear to keep them from being out of the sun. It's a little tricky to color on camera because if I am not comfortable with an angle when I'm normally coloring, I'll actually rotate my book. So you'll see me maneuvering my hand in different positions. I need to do a live stream sometime. I have my account good to go. I just, I'm trying to figure out the best type of setup where I can live stream and see your guys' comments. I'm wondering if I can use my tablet to see your comments, because I use my phone for recording because I don't have a webcam. I could probably set up my laptop to record certain things. Take this lighter pink a little bit. Not too much, just kind of blending it out a little bit. The names on these pencils, the Spearfarbens, are very interesting names. Like, this is Pink Lemonade. There's one that's like called I think it's like ballet shoe, or there's, and like in the greens you have like avocado. What they have one called mold. Who wants to have a pencil called mold? I guess that works though. Good way to describe a color or whatnot. I probably could take this a shade darker in the shadows, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just having fun. That's what coloring's for. Just to have fun. Relax, let loose, let the colors fly. Don't worry about so many things. I see so many extremely talented artists and colorists, and I get super jealous because maybe I'll be able to achieve something like that someday. But at the same time, I think, wait a minute, I'm me. I'm not them. I need to just be me and my style. And I know that I was watching one color tuber, I can't think of who it was, but she was talking about technique and creating your own sense of style. And I think she made an excellent point. So many times we color a picture and we think, oh, I've got to be like so-and-so. I've got to be like this person because they just do an exquisite job. And we forget that we just need to be us and do what works for us, and that's perfectly fine. I think I'm taking my white because I want these to be a little bit sheer, kind of like a tight. looks good. Maybe I'll add a little bit to the hat. Some spots here and there, but for the most part, I think it's pretty good. We're not stressing about it. I am actually going to, I think, grab my Bic Ultrafine markers now, because using these big alcohol markers for these tiny things, I think that they'll bleed out too much. But I know if I use my Bics, they'll be okay. If I had my other fine liners at my desk, I would use those, but I'll just use these Bics. Let's see. What color should I make those little flowers? How about this blue color? What color is this? Blue Skies Blue. Looks good. I actually prefer these over Sharpies just because the Sharpies, I think they smell stronger. They have a stronger scent. Stronger alcohol. Or maybe I just have sensitive nose. I can hear my son, but I don't know if you guys can hear him. It goes over the pencil really well, the Schmierfarben, but I noticed it had a little bit of difficulty going over the Prisma. I like my Prismas, but they're not my favorite pencil. I think I'm one of those girls that likes a medium pencil, like somewhere between hard and soft. I do enjoy coloring with the polychromos, but I feel like they take a lot of layers to get where you want to be. I do like oil pencils. Go make this flower blue. I think it's just my personal preference. I think my cheapest pencils that I like are the Colleen's. I actually have quite a few pencils. My first set of pencils was the Castle Art pencils, and that was like way before they had names on them and everything. If I look back at that pencil set, it's like very well loved. Like my greens are down to nubs. Have you noticed that certain papers agree with certain things better than other papers? Like the Create Space paper loves markers. And you can use pencil on them, but you have to it's like you have to have more effort. But then you have books like Romantic Country that love pencil. It's like you have to like everything. But I think that you can pull off a pretty good picture with pencils in a Create Space paper. You just have to work with it. some bleed through on these flowers in the middle, like on that one. But that's okay because I can. Take my Moonlight Jelly Roll pen and it will go over anything, kind of like the white ones. See? I might make these dots yellow. I love using yellow. I can hear the crickets outside really loud. I can see what those girls are talking about when they say, when they're doing color and chats, they start to run out of things to say because you want to be talking to somebody. And I guess that's the beauty about going live, because there's someone there to talk to. So hopefully I'm not too much of a bore, and hopefully my coloring interests you a little bit, so I haven't lost you guys. I think those colors look good together. I am going to just continue coloring this for a minute using my Bics here. Someone that does a really good job with markers and then accenting it with pencil and gel pens and everything is Kate from Kate's Coloring Haven. I really like to watch her channel. She's so positive all the time. I don't know if I'll ever have a big channel like her, but I'll just be happy with my subbies that have subscribed to me and their support and love. I appreciate you guys. I do appreciate all the comments you guys leave and the feedback, and that you're following me on Instagram. I really like to hear from you guys, what you guys think. I do have a Facebook group. It's called Once Upon a Color. I have a few friends that are admins, well, they're my moderators there, and we do a monthly challenge every month. And on the monthly challenge, this last month, or the month of May, was Flowers in May. So this isn't just like an adult coloring group, my group. It's actually for all art and crafts and things. So you could post anything flower related to the album in the group, and it would count as an entry. And then at the end of the month, there will be a random drawing for a winner, and they will get a prize. And we also did a color along in my group as well, and that was in Nice Little Town 10. Now those pages are turning out cute. So far I've only completed 2. I might be able to pull one off on Sunday. We'll have to see. We will have to see. Yeah, for the month of June, we are doing a Spooktacular challenge, kind of like the Flowers in May, but the theme will be Spooktacular, so kind of Halloween-like, because in July we'll be doing Christmas in July. So that will be fun. And the color along book that we're going to be doing in my group is going to be, I think it's called A Gnome Life. It's a coloring cafe book. My son's coming out of his room right now, so if you hear him, that's who's out and about. Hey bud, what do you need? I decided to do her top green here. I think I'm gonna make these little legging thingies green too. But I think she's coming along pretty well. I don't know if yeah, maybe I'll finish, I'm not sure. We'll see. I tried to pick one that wasn't too overcomplicated, but I think she had lots of details on her. I'm going over to add the dark shadow with my Bic, just because the alcohol in the marker spreads out like that. It actually creates a cool little blending effect. Looks pretty good. Whenever I color, it's like I get this pile of supplies next to my desk, so then when I complete a page, I have to put everything back in its place, because I get like this hoard of like pens and pencils and markers. I'm hoping things will get better and we'll be able to do more and quarantine will slowly diminish, but so far we're pretty much staying at home. I know some things have opened, but me and my kids pretty much stay at home just to be safe. Maybe I'm a paranoid mom, but I want to be safe. She's actually almost done. I haven't even started on the little cake. Oh, use this sparkle, silver sparkle pop for my cake bottom. Because you can't go wrong with sparkle and glitter. Who doesn't love glitter? I did notice that I love my stickles, but I need to learn not to use them on double-sided books, even though I love them so much, just because they create bumps and it makes it hard to color the reverse side. Use the chisel on that. This is a 10 mint marker. They're not the best. They're okay though. They're okay if they're like new, relatively new, but when they're like running out of ink, they're really hard to color with. I dream the day of when I can have Copics. Someday I'll get some, but until then, I'll just have to use the cheaper markers. I'll actually grown accustomed to the chisel tip and the fine tip. By the time I can't afford Copics, I'll probably not want to do it just because I won't be used to the brush tip. She is very bright. While I'm doing this, I'm trying to think what color to do those flowers. It's almost like, do I want to introduce a new color into this world of everything? Not sure if I do or if I don't. Decisions. Maybe I'll do them yellow, because I do have lots of yellow going on here. If I can find a good yellow. I think my Prismacolor, like Pro Marker or whatever they're called. I think I have a good yellow on that, like a true yellow. It's really strong. Not too long ago, Sherry Baldy had a sale on Amazon, and you could get some of her books for $4.99. And it's hard to resist sales like that. And you say to yourself, I'm not going to buy any more books. And then all of a sudden, a sale hits, and then you're like, ugh, do I really need this book? Well, yeah, I need this book. This looks so cool, or this looks so cute. How can you say no? I don't mind PDFs, but in my case, I prefer the actual book, just because the cost of ink and paper is a lot in my world. Like doing finishing touches at the same time. I don't know if you've noticed, when I color, I tend to finish the elements I color. Some people jump from thing to thing to thing, but I like to try to finish up on the color I was using, just in case I have to close my book and then I reopen it as a WIP maybe months later. I can just choose another color or do whatever. I don't have to worry about making notes. Oh, I use this color and this color and this color. I know that a lot of people do that, and I think that's awesome. But for me, I think it's harder for me to do that, because how do I know I'll still have those markers or those pencils? I know those are supposed to be little flowers, but something about them reminds me of little bees or something. Let's see if I have. Yeah, I do have a true yellow. Let's see what we got here. Let's see how I'm doing on time too. Okay. My little girl, for the past week, she has been singing me birthday songs. I'm like, it's not my birthday yet. And she'll say, how come? She's only 5, so she doesn't quite understand. She goes, every day should be your birthday, Mommy. And I said, oh, you want my birthday to be every day? Yeah, because I love you. Little kids are so cute. But then the next minute, I'll say, no, you can't do that right now. And she'll say, I don't like you anymore. They like switch gears really fast. And then the next second, I love you so much. I'm so sorry. And I'm sure once they turn into teenagers, it's even worse, but haven't really encountered that problem. My teenage son, he pretty much keeps to himself. And yes, I'm 37 and I have a 17-year-old. It's been a long time. I think it looks good with the yellow. And I'll put pink flowers in the middle. Shade them up with pencil a little bit. And then I'll work on that cake. I do like to create challenges for myself. I kind of have to do it because I get kind of bored. Like I get in a rut where it's like, well, what color should this be? Or that's kind of a boring picture, but I still like it, you know, type of a thing. Or even I start a picture and it's a whip and I just lose interest. When I create challenges for myself, like going on Pinterest and picking a color palette and using a specific color palette, or even like using all highlighters, or doing a like only pencils, only gel pens, those kind of things. It's kind of fun. And like I've done the challenge where you do, it's called a sectional challenge. And how that works is you only color certain sections of your coloring book page. Like you would draw shapes, say you could have circles on this page and you would only color inside those circles, and then the rest of it would be blacked out. Or you could do it the opposite way. It's kind of fun to do that peekaboo window effect, especially on those pages that are like wallpaper image pages. It's kind of fun to do some things you aren't used to. This is kind of cool though. I started with some colors, and I tend to do this, like I start to build up colors and then I reach a point where I feel like there's just